Choosing the right nurse practitioner program is crucial to build a solid nurse practitioner career. As the demand for nurse practitioner increased in the United States, the number of nurse practitioner program increased. So you have many options to choose from. In this episode, I will talk about 5 factors to consider when you're choosing nurse practitioner program to apply for. Aloha! I'm Miki Miura, a family nurse practitioner in Hawaii. I've been a nurse practitioner for 10 years, and I absolutely love being a nurse practitioner and the lifestyle that career has given me. My passion is mentoring nurse practitioner students and new grad nurse practitioners to build amazing careers so that they can have the freedom of choice on what they want to do and how they want to live. All right, let's get into it. The first factor to consider is the type of education. Is it online program? Is it in-person? Or is it hybrid program? There are pros and cons of each type of nurse practitioner education. For example, for online program, it's more flexible. So especially if you work, if you have other duties like parenting and stuff like that, it's going to be much more flexible to match with your other obligations. But one of the downside of choosing online nurse practitioner program is difficulty of finding preceptors. If the program has strong connection in the community where you live, you might not have difficulty of finding preceptors. But let's say if the program is based in Washington, D.C., but you actually live in Hawaii, they might not have connection with healthcare professionals in Hawaii. Therefore, you might be the one to look for preceptors. Another potential downside of choosing online program is that you might not have connection with your classmates and faculties. Like I mentioned multiple times in previous episodes, I believe that connection with your classmate is extremely important. Your classmate can share some tips that they found and also can provide emotional support. Meanwhile, in-person education also have pros and cons. One of the pros of taking in-person program is that you get to see your classmates face-to-face, and you might be able to have study sessions, you might go on dinner or get some coffee and get to know your classmates. The friendship you form during nurse practitioner program can last lifetime. In fact, I have multiple friends that I met during nurse practitioner program, and I got to know them during the program. They supported me, I supported them, we supported each other to survive a very hard 2 years during the master's program. And it's so amazing to go through different stages of nurse practitioner career together. Now, one of the downside of choosing in-person education is you have to spend time on transportation. Also, finding a job that allow you to be flexible so you can go to clinicals and also attend in-person classes might be difficult. Now, there are some programs that offer hybrid type of education. So before you apply for nurse practitioner program, you should determine which one is more beneficial and suit your lifestyle. Second point is help with clinical placement. I mentioned this a little bit in the previous point, but finding preceptorship is a huge challenge for many nurse practitioner students. And it seems like it's getting worse and worse because there are more nurse practitioner programs. Therefore, many people are looking for preceptors. And also, you don't want to just go anywhere to get hours, but you want to make sure that you get good education so you get trained to be a great nurse practitioner. So definitely when you apply for nurse practitioner programs, make sure if the school help you with finding preceptors. If the program don't help you to find preceptors, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't choose the program, but you should know that beforehand because finding preceptors can be very stressful for students. Third thing you should consider is if the nurse practitioner program is accredited. Accreditation ensures that nurse practitioner programs provide high quality education to their students. There are 3 accreditation organizations in the United States: ACEN, CCNE, and CNEA. So what if the program is brand new and they haven't gotten accreditation yet? Choosing such a program can be gambling and risky. If the program don't get accreditation, then you might not be able to get federal funding or scholarship, and also you may not be able to transfer your credit to other programs or go to more advanced program in the future. If the school is in the process of getting accreditation and end up not getting accreditation, you can't take nurse practitioner certification exam, therefore you can't work as a nurse practitioner in the future. So you should know that when you apply for a program that hasn't been accredited yet, that comes with some risks. I hope you are enjoying this episode. Before we go back, I want to quickly mention that I'm giving a gift to you for listening to this episode. I'm giving a free PDF nurse practitioner job interview prep checklist. This checklist is full of questions that you're likely to be asked during job interviews as a nurse practitioner and some tips on how to prepare for them. With this downloadable PDF, you can prepare for interviews well so you feel confident and stand out from other candidates to get the job that you really want. To get this free PDF nurse practitioner job interview prep checklist, you can go to usa.jnpproject.com/interview. Again, usa.jnpproject.com/interview. Now, let's get back to the episode. Another thing to consider is the history of the nurse practitioner program. If the program has a long history or at least some history, you can read capstone paper or GNP project paper by alumni that you can refer to. Also, alumni and senior students might be able to help you some tips to overcome some challenges during the nurse practitioner program. Last thing to think about is tuition. I know the nurse practitioner programs are not cheap, but you should also consider if the quality of the program is good. There might be some reason why tuition for some nurse practitioner programs are much cheaper than the others. Remember, you can get some student loans. There are some federal student loan forgiveness programs and other financial assistance and scholarships. Also, once you become a nurse practitioner, your income will be pretty decent. So you might be able to pay back the tuition fairly easily. So you want to consider long-term pros and cons for your career instead of looking for the cheapest school. I hope this episode was helpful for you. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I upload new episode every Friday. Also, if you have any requests for future episode or any comments, feedback, please write down in the comment section. Alright, see you in the next episode. Aloha!